All right, so today we'll be talking about how to improve an asset. Um, this is a secret actually, to be very frank, and I don't even know why I'm sharing with you guys, because I create a 50 billion 50 billion naira product around just this. I get a 50 billion naira fundraising product around this, and basically, what we just do in that product is to look at an asset, look at what we can improve on it, and we flip it and we make profit. But I'll be sharing with you anyway. I'll just not go into like full deep on the strategies that we use. All right. So how to improve an asset is very valuable when you buy a property, and after a while, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you've been collecting rent, you'll be taking shortlets, taking return from shortlets or whatever you have been doing with that asset. You want to ask yourself, okay, how can I improve this asset? How can I get a better yield from this asset? I'm getting 500K per month already. How can I get 1 million naira per month? I'm getting 6 million naira per year on this property already. How can I get 10 million naira per year on this property? So how to improve an asset? How do you improve an asset? All right. So in case you are coming across a video like this for the first time, this meet the property channel, and this way we discuss everything real estate for first time investors, avid investors, people who have been buying real estate already, people who uh, are real estate enthusiasts, real estate agents, real estate uh, beginners, whatever stage that you are, whatever sector that you are, as long as it's real estate, this is your go-to channel, and we discuss everything here about the terms, the jargons, the documents, everything you really need to understand. We share them here on this channel. All right, so um, how to improve an asset? Firstly, an asset is a property. Any property that you have that is yielding a return, that is appreciating in value, is an asset. So maybe let me just say, let me just put it slash. How to improve a property, basically. All right. Now, the first thing, repurposing. I think like maybe 2 years ago, I did a video about repurposing here. Compound, diversify, compound, repurpose, diversify, compound, repurpose. All right. So repurposing is one way that you can improve an asset. Um, what is repurposing? Repurposing is changing what an asset is being used for. Simple. That's just it. Okay, the property is residential. Okay, okay. Let's turn it into an office. Repurposing. The property is for short lets. Okay, okay. Uh, let's convert it into um, a monthly rental. Repurposing. The property is residential, annual rent. Okay, let's convert it to a short let. Repurposing. Okay, the property is um, unfurnished. Okay, down is even not repurposing. The property is a commercial shop. Okay, let's convert it into a commercial mall. Repurposing. The property is an event center. Okay, let's convert it into a park. Repurposing. So repurposing is just looking at what that property is being used for, and then we change that purpose. We change what it's being used for based on what we feel like this is what is trending, or this is what that is likely going to give us a better return. So that's repurposing. So we can look at the property, look at the location that property is located, and then we look around. I feel like, okay, there's no school in this location. There is no creche. Why don't we propose this your property to a creche? You know, look at around and we feel like, okay, everybody here is doing rentals. Everybody is just renting apartments. Why don't you furnish this apartment and use it for short lets, or use it for um, vacation home, or use it for monthly rentals? Repurposing. So we just look at that location, that neighborhood, what's selling around there, and then we look at what we can repurpose that asset to for a better demand and also for a higher yield. So the second way to improve an asset or to improve a property is renovation. So that one is very common on the mainland right now. where you are going to see a lot of properties, a lot of old buildings. They are changing the roof, they are changing the windows, they are um, breaking some walls or adding some wall, dividing the room, the 3 bed into 2 bed, dividing the 2 bed into mini flats, dividing the mini flat into studio apartments. So renovations also, with that you can also improve an asset just by repainting, a property. Just the paint, you not change anything, no. Repaint, you can charge a higher rent on that property. Just by changing the windows, you can charge a higher rent on that property. Just by changing the ceiling to POP, and then you put LED lights, all those tono, don't mind me, all those flashy LED lights, you can improve the. So you just look at adding more functionality in the home, and not really like you are demolishing it, but you are renovating, just changing the face. Facelifts, renovation start. So you are changing the face of that property, and that immediately also change the yield of that property. It was interlock, you change the interlock compound to stamp floor. It's a facelift. The gates, maybe the gate is all these old gates, you change the gates and put a wood gate there. It's a facelift. You landscape the compound. It's a facelift. You put lights on the fencing and the exteriors of the building, all those flashy lights. It's a facelift. So there's so many just small tiny things that you can just do on the property, and the property just go from this to that, and the yield improves, or the yield changes immediately. So renovation or facelift is also another thing that you can do to improve an asset or to improve the property. Then the neighborhood. This one is not 100% within your control, except maybe you own the entire estate. That's when you can decide. So like this one, you have to come together with other people. So by changing the infrastructure of the neighborhood, by changing the face of the neighborhood, this can also like improve an asset. Just by putting a gate, a lot of the places in Lagos right now, they just put a gate at both entrances to the street, and that's it. Everybody starts changing their rent just because they have put a gate at the entrance and on the two entrances. Everybody change their rent, and they put a security security there. So because the neighborhood have changed immediately, they put a street light on all the poles in the streets. The neighborhood have changed. The neighborhood have changed immediately. So the neighborhood facelifts also, any facelifts around the neighborhood too, is also like. And if you guys are lucky, the government come and maybe they tar the road, they do the drainage, they do the canal. This can also be like the change in the neighborhood. There's another way to improve an asset. So if you have a property in a place, particularly, and this is one thing the Lekki developers they do, and that's why properties in Lekki is like makes more sense, because when they go to a location and they are trying to build and sell there, maybe they are building 5 duplexes or 6 duplexes, they are going to interlock the entire street, because they know that they can't tell someone that buy a property of 100 million. Definitely that person is going to have a car. So why would the person now be driving on an untarred or on a road that is not good? So they just interlock the entire street and add the money to the property that they want to sell. That's in the neighborhood. You understand? At the front, they do a small landscaping. They write so court in the name of the street or in the entrance to the property. Can you call court 1, court 2, court 3, court 3? All these things is just to change the facelift of the neighborhood. That's all. And they sell higher. So the neighborhood also, just some slight changes in the neighborhood also is also another way to improve an asset too. Then income class. Yeah, a lot of people complain about their tenants and the kind of people, how they are maintaining or managing their house. One way for you to improve your assets from bad tenants or bad occupants is to change the kind of income class that is going to be attracted to your property, basically. So because certain income class are looking for certain things. If I'm earning 4 million, for example, what I'm looking for an apartment is different from someone that is earning 40 million. Our tastes are different. And our taste is also different from someone that is earning like 400 million. So the income class that you are targeting, you also need to provide the kind of amenities, facilities, finishings that is also going to attract them, or that is going to make them to be interested in your asset. So you just change from these are the category of people that are looking for my property to these are the kind of category of people that are looking for my property. People that are earning like, let's say, 10 million a year, probably they are going to have, okay, let's say people that are going to be earning like 30 million a year, probably they have 2 cars, compared to people like earning 3 million or 2 million a year. The needs are different. If I have 2 cars, then parking space will be a priority for me. If I'm earning 3 million a year and I don't have a car, parking space will not be a priority for me. If I'm a remote worker and my job is online, 24/7 electricity will be a priority for me. And an apartment or a building that comes with 24/7 internet will be a big selling point for me, because I know that I don't have to spend on internet. So, but if I'm someone that's, I leave home 6 a.m. in the morning and I come back 10 p.m. in the night, if you're gonna provide 24/7 internet for me, it does in the building, it does not matter to me, because I'm not even at home in the first place. So income class is also another thing that can also be like an improvement in your property. Looking at, these are the kind of income class that you are targeting. Let's provide this kind of amenities in the building, and naturally these people are attracted to our property, and we can get the kind of value that we are looking for. So these are some of the ways. Lastly, documentation. Let me add this: documentation. Documentation is also another very vital way that you can improve an asset. The property is freehold, you improve the documentation to CFO. You have improved the assets. You get? The property is governor's consent in the previous seller's name. You do your own governor's consent in your own name. You have improved the assets. The property is CFO in the seller's name. You do your own governor's consent in your name. You have improved the assets. So anything that you do on the documentation of that building, you do building approval, you have improved your assets. So documentation is also another way that you can improve the asset that you have bought. And that's why I always tell or advise our clients, when you buy for land banking, don't just buy and forget, buy and improve. Look at what you can improve in the property. Can I fence it? Can I put a borehole there? Can I build a small security house there? You know, something that you can just do to add value to that property, so that when you are selling, the person that is buying feel like, oh, this person I even tried, that's done borehole for me. This person I even tried, that's done defensive for me. This person I even tried, I even put gates there for me. So buy and improve. Documentation is also another way that you can improve your asset. Like I said, just buy and improve, flip. I designed a product of 50 billion. 50 billion on this, and it's very, very detailed, far more detailed than this, because there are a couple of strategies that we are looking at putting in place just to get some certain properties at some certain levels, do some certain improvements and flip it, make profit for investors, and then just rinse and repeat, you know. And if you are interested in something like that, you want me to share that model or that idea with you, because right now we are looking for partners on that too. We are also trying to fundraise on that too. So you can reach out to me also. I can book a session with you, and you can share what you are trying to do regarding that with you. Can explain all those with you. All right. So if you have any question about repurposing, facelifts, neighborhood, income class, documentation, feel free to drop a comment or reach out to me on WhatsApp. I will respond to you and see how we can assist you with whatever that you need our help or need our guidance with. And if you have been watching our content, it's also another opportunity for you to subscribe, so that you can enjoy more of our content. You don't miss any of them. We'll always put it on the screen how you can subscribe. Click on the subscribe button, how you can turn on the notification button, click on the bell, so that any of these videos, as we are dropping them on Sundays, on Fridays, on Saturdays, on Mondays, get notified, and you can watch these videos, and you don't miss any of them. You don't miss any of our guides, because trust me, you just don't know which of our guide that can make you your next billion or your next millions. A lot of the things, a lot of just these small tips I'm sharing can quite make quite some fortune, can make some fortune for you. All right, so I still remain your number one property on the planet, your property advisor, property consultant, Rabi Mustafa. Thanks for watching our videos, and see you next time.